Kyungye. All right, friends, we're going to start working on our KUBI or our front stance. It's a great tool that we use in our forms. And as we work on this, they're going to get stronger quads, and it's going to build your core strength if you're doing it correctly. It's also really great for understanding distance and line of power. And you'll get those in ongoing videos ahead later on. So the first thing that I'd like for you to do is I want you to know a couple of different things. This is a level 2 activity, so it means it's down nice and low. Number 2, we always make sure we have alignment, head, shoulders, hips, and toes. That matters. Making sure that we are in the right positioning so that we can be successful. So pay attention to that, and we'll go through that as we get through each point. We also want to be 4.5 feet forward in our distance with 1 fist width. And I'll go through and explain that again. The next one is make sure your knee is bent over your toes and your back heel is on the ground. That really, really, really matters because it gives you your positioning and your posture. And then lastly, we will finish up with having weight transfer and understanding how to move from a technique into front stance and a technique out of front stance. So we'll do both of those. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, from here, fist width, 1 fist width apart. Boom, make sure that that's your width, okay? This foot's going to turn out to the side 30 degrees because that's going to be your back foot, and that gives you your angle. Your front foot is 4.5 footprints, with this being 1, 2, 3, 4.5. This is your front stance, all right? This is a great stance. You want your front knee bent, making sure you can just barely see your toes, so your knee is over your toes, making sure your head is over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, hips center between your front and your back foot. You're going to have about a 60% weight on the front and about 40% on the back. This is your front stance. It's also called KUBI in Korean. Now, the next thing that I want you to pay attention is we're going to do a lot of motion getting into this and out of this. When we move into the technique, we don't want to bounce up and down. We don't want to bobble. Practice this in the mirrors. Pay attention. Look at yourself as you do that. Then go out on your lawn and practice it a whole bunch of times. I really want you practicing this stance 10 times every day for the next 2 weeks. I still practice it. You practice it all the time. It will get you stronger and much more powerful. So here we go. We're going to go this motion. You're going to transfer your weight by lifting your back heel off the ground. That back heel is the only time it comes up is when you're transferring. So you're going to lean forward. Okay, your knee comes forward. As you do that, you're going to push off and you're going to stay low. Keep that front knee bent. It really makes a difference. Okay, now I'm going to do this for you from side to side so you can see it better, and I'll stay in the frame. Here we go. Are you ready? I've got my distance and my width. I'm going to go 4.5 footprints forward. Shoulders are back, chin is up. I'm going to transfer my weight forward, hold that leg and reach till I find my position that I know is 4.5 footprints away, and set it. My heels are going to come down together. Got it? Now, I am going to do a little bit of a transition so you can see this. The transition means I'm going to turn this foot, I'm going to transfer my weight over my left leg, I'm going to pick it up, boom. You'll notice at the same time my toe goes down, my hips are going to turn. All of that goes together. Push off your back leg, pushing forward, boom. Push off your back leg, moving forward, boom. Now put your hands in your belt so that you can focus just on your legs. I'm going to have you pick up your back foot, reach, step behind you, and turn. Woo! Okay, making sure that body's tall. Making sure your body's nice and tall, shoulders back. Weight forward, push off, and stance. Push off, and stance, and transition. Push off, and stance. Squeeze your core through the whole time. That will allow your body to stay on track. Push off, and stance. Push up, and turn. Got it? Now, I know I'm out of frame, so you can't see my feet, so I'm going to move it back one more time. Now is the challenge for you to do it with me. So if you're not already on your feet, you should have been doing that with me already, but if you're not, get up now and let's do this together. Are you ready? Here we go. So on your feet when we do these videos, and do everything, each piece as I do it. It'll help you when we get to this point to do it a lot better. Okay, here we go. Put your hands in your belt. Shoulders up in alignment. Chin is up. Stepping forward. Ready? One motion. Transfer your weight forward. Bend your knee and reach. Is your back heel on the ground? Is your front heel on the ground? Is your back foot turned out just a little bit? Are my hips kind of on a 45? I don't want them here, and fully rotated can be hard as well. So they're just a little bit open. You're going to push off. I'm going to transition off this leg. I'm going to reach up, step behind, and turn. Okay? Now I'm going to go forward, boom. Forward, boom. Transition my weight, boom. Forward, Here you go. See how that's working? I'm in transition, up KUBI. There we go. Make sure you keep that width correct. Transfer forward. Transfer forward. You'll notice I'm not bobbing up and down. This time I'm going to step over here so I can just get my foot positioning again. And forward. Lifting up that body, coming off my heel. Transition forward. Transition forward. Pivot my foot. Find my spot so when I turn, I'm right on spot. All right. Good job today. You're not done yet. I'm going to find you in the next video, but what you're going to do is you're going to turn this off and you're going to practice the stance 10 times on each side today, tomorrow, and so on for the next, probably 2 weeks, and then we'll talk again. All right, cheer it. Kunye. All right, my friends, go get at it.